Hey guys, I'm back, and I do mean back. Back, but back by high demand. Today, I have another pop in your mouth dish. Today, we're going to be making some lemon pepper wings, guys. This recipe is so simple, and a good thing about it is that it doesn't require a lot of ingredients. The main thing with lemon pepper is pretty much the seasoning, the lemon, and the butter, and of course your wings. That is it. The ingredients for this you will need are garlic powder, ground black pepper. I have 2 lemon pepper seasonings here, a lemon. I also have some vegetable oil. I have some salt. I also have some butter. I have some flour. And of course, the main dish is wings. Go ahead and make sure your hands are clean, and let's get started. The first thing I like to do is I like to clean my wings very thoroughly. I like to take some cold water, a little bit of vinegar, and some salt, and I let them sit in that for just maybe about 15 minutes. After they've been sitting for about 15 minutes, then I like to go in and I like to rub them together, get all the gooey, the pesticides, anything that the grocery store puts on them. I like to get that off of there and keep them clean. And I like to do this for about 3 times. You want to make sure that your chicken is clean, guys. It doesn't have any of the necessary things that you don't need to put in your body. It's very important. So if you have the spare time, give yourself 20 to 30 minutes before your cooking time to get them to get really clean and well. And I like to replace the water several times. That way we can drain out all the, nasty water. And then I put some more cold water. I put in a little bit of vinegar, maybe about a tablespoon. And then I go again in there with my salt. And like I said, I do this for about 2 or 3 times. And you will see the difference in your chicken. Your chicken is nice, it's cleaner, it's clearer, it's more white. And this also helps it to not bleed as much when you put it in your pan. I'm going to go through this chicken one more time. And as soon as I'm finished, I'll be right back. All right, guys, so we're back. Our chicken has been nice and cleaned, and I've patted dry with some paper towels. Now, I have the whole wings, so I want to make like little drums and little winglets. So I'm going in, and right at the bone, I am cutting the chicken in half. So I'm leaving the wing and the leg left, and then I'm taking the leftover wing and putting it aside. Now, I don't keep my wing arms, but feel free to. You can make a chicken broth out of them, get some flavor from them. I have plenty of chicken broth, so I'm not going to hold on to those. I'm just going to toss them. But you can use them for something. You can freeze them and save them for later. Now, I want to show you guys how exactly you cut these. If you've never done it before, make sure you have a nice sharp blade on your knife. And right at the joints where the leg and the wing meets, you want to cut down into that very firmly, and it will break apart. I'm going to do one more with you guys on camera, and then as soon as I'm done, I'm going to do the rest off camera, and then I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I've cut all the chicken, and I had 6 whole pieces of chicken that I had cut down to 12 pieces. And I'm just going in once again and drying them some more. Sometimes cutting into them will submerge some water out of them from the inside. So I'm going in to pat them dry a little bit more. And you want to make sure that they're very, very dry. Getting all that excess water out will keep the splatter down when you drop them into some hot oil. And so as they're drying, I am taking them, putting them on another dish. And then we're going to go ahead and get started with flour. Now, to flour up the chicken, I like to use a Ziploc bag just to keep the mess under control. So I'm going to take about maybe a cup and a half of flour. I only have 12 wings, so measure the amount of flour that you will need for how many wings you you're doing. And then I'm going to season my flour. I'm going to take some black pepper, some salt. I'm also going to take a little garlic powder. And then we're going to go in and we're going to add in just a little bit of the lemon pepper seasoning. Not too much because we're going to add some more at the end. And then I go ahead and mix that up, toss it up very well. Make sure your bag is closed, else it will defeat the purpose of keeping the mess down. Next, we're gonna go in and we're gonna take maybe about 2, 3, 4 pieces of chicken, and we're gonna coat them in this flour. I like to toss them in the flour. You can roll them in your flour, do whatever is best for you. I'm going to shake them up a few times in the flour, make sure the whole chicken is covered. And then as I take them out the Ziploc bag, I'm going to shake off that excess flour. You don't want clumps of flour on your chicken, so shake off the excess and then set aside onto a plate. And they're going to sit there for about a little bit, guys, so don't be in a rush. You want that flour seasoning to get real nice and inside the chicken, so they're going to sit here on my countertop for maybe about 10 to 15 minutes. I'm going to do a couple with you on camera, and then I'll do the rest off camera. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and get me a pot with some oil, enough to cover the chicken. And then while that's heating up, I'll do the rest of these off camera, so I'll be right back. All right, guys, now that our oil is heating up and as our chicken's set, we're going to go ahead and zest up a lemon. Now, I'm zesting up this lemon, but I'm only getting the yellow part. You don't want the white part, you just want the yellow. And I'm going to probably grate almost the whole lemon, get enough to give it that lemon flavor. This definitely makes a difference. You don't have to do this. The lemon pepper seasoning has enough, but if you want that extra pop in your mouth, you want to zest you up the lemon and add it to your butter mixture. Now I have my pot here and it's nice and hot, so I'm going to go ahead and take my wings and I'm going to drop them in very gently, and I have some tongs here to help me with that. And I'm going to only put enough to where that each wing has enough space in between them. You don't want to overfill your pan, guys, because it will drop the temperature and your wings will start to steam instead of fry. So only put you enough in there that the wings can sit in there comfortable. They can move around, turn over, flip around if they need to, but don't overcrowd your pan. I'm going to put a few more in here and then I'm going to let them cook until they get nice and golden brown and float at the top. And then we're going to go ahead and get started on making our butter mixture. Now to coat the wings in, it's really simple, guys. We're just going to take us some butter, and I have half a stick here. You're going to take us some lemon pepper seasoning, and I like mine's very lemon peppery, so I have a little extra in there. And then you're going to take your lemon zest. You're going to throw that also in there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to melt this down first into the microwave. Once I get it melted down, then I'm going to go in and add some lemon juice. Now you can put all the ingredients in first, but I like to melt mine down afterwards and then add my lemon juice. I've stirred the mixture up and our wings are ready, nice and brown to the top. We're going to take us a cooking sheet and we're going to lay them on there so that the air can circulate and they can drip off all the excess oil. They look really good, guys. They smell good. They haven't even been tossed and they smell great. If this is your first time to the party, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time the fun begins. All right, guys, so I have cleared my station and our wings have been draining for about a minute or two. And now we're gonna go in and we're gonna take a wing, and I just like to roll them around in there, maybe about 5 or 6 times, let it get nice and wet and coated. I do like mine's a little extra wet, so any leftover mixture at the end, I like to just drizzle and top off at the end. You can also just throw your wings in here, put your lid, and just shake them up, toss them around in there, and then you'll be done. Whichever one you prefer. I'm trying to keep the mess down, so I'm just going to toss them in here several times, set them aside, and then any extra leftover sauce will just drizzle over the top of them. I'm going to do a couple here, and then I'll do the rest off camera, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I have tossed them. Look at there, they look so good. And like I said, I'm going to go in, drizzle the rest of this sauce over the top of it. And we're going to go in and we're going to try these bad boys. They look so good. I can't wait. Lemon pepper wings are one of my favorite type of wings. They look so good. I went ahead and topped them off with some parsley so that they look nice and pretty. And look at there, guys. They look so good. I decided to make some corn to go with it. And we're going to go ahead. We're going to dig in. Go ahead and just grab you one. And let me know if you enjoyed the recipe. They're nice, crunchy, has that lemon flavor to it. I love a little sourness to my lemon pepper. They are so good. Look at the inside there. If you enjoyed this recipe, please give me a thumbs up. I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.